Long years ago, there was this young man who was standing at the crossroads of his life, just contemplating which way to go, because he was confused and scared. Like a small child looking down a dark alley filled with life's uncertainties. This young man had everything under his belt, but lacked the profess to be a success. All because he just could not scale the biggest mountains in the world. The mountain of self-doubt, the mountain of criticism, the mountain of ridicule. Right from his childhood days, he was always the ridicule of his brothers, his relatives, and even his peers. But the only support and encouragement he got was from his darling mother, who always left no stone unturned to make sure that this boy grows up to the level he is potential of. But the moment he left his mother's vicinity, he was floored by his detractors. But the rub of green would have that this young man landed himself a cushy job, a secure job. But there again his detractors put him down by saying, he was earning in thousands, whereas we earn in lakhs. He was down and dusted. In fact, his very soul was scratched. He looked up to the heavens and asked the Lord, "Oh Lord, am I a total failure? Is there money all that is a parameter to make this bloke like me to be a success? Can't I have an identity of my own?" And then he paused and asked the most inevitable question. "Oh Lord, should I end my life? Or should I stand tall and prove my detractors wrong? Answer me, O Lord," he asked. But he never realized that God doesn't do anything for anybody, but does things always with that person. He went to sleep that night with a heavy heart and with lots of tears in his eyes, because he was down and dusty. But the very next day when he woke up, he found an orange-colored book at the foot of his bed. He hurriedly picked up that book and scanned through it, thinking that this might be some God-sent message. But he found nothing in it. Threw the book away and went about his life, the same self-deprecating life. Days passed, months passed, and even years passed. One day, as he was cleaning his bookshelf, he found that same very book. He picked it up a little older, and some gut feel told him that, yes, there is something in it for you. So he started reading it with caution, with detailed caution. And then he found the most astounding concept which will take him to the next level. It was the advice of Lord Krishna to Arjuna on the battlefields of Kurukshetra. Arjuna had said, if you learn to follow your passion with lots of duty and encouragement within yourself, you will reach the top. And this concept was called Swadharma. Wow! This man thought, excellent, this is Eureka for me. Let me try it out. All he had to do was write 10 to 15 items of work, spread over 30 days, and then from day 1 to day 15, he had to strike out those passionate work that he wrote down in order of importance. He got to work, he got his 15, and then he started striking down one by one. And on the 45th day, he had his Swadharma. And it read, "Teacher." And he looked at it for some time and he said, "I'm just a 50%er to my graduation. How can I become a teacher?" And he was always being given to understand that only top academicians, people who love to study, become professors and lecturers. He said, "This is nonsense," and threw it away. But somewhere down the line, a week or two later, he realized that he had the quality to be a teacher. He harnessed that talent. And he realized that he's growing leaps and bounds. And today, that young man has risen like a phoenix from the ashes of self-doubt, criticism, ridicule, to stand tall right in front of you to give you the concept of Swadharma. I realized that when you follow your Swadharma, and when you realize that you have a purpose larger than yourself, that's when you reach the top. That's when you realize you become a champion of champions. All because you realize what your Swadharma is all about. And many of you are still yet to realize your Swadharma. Isn't it? So next time when you go home, pick up your pen and paper and write that 15 things which you like to do passionately. Spread it over 30 days. And then take those 15 days to realize what your passion is all about. Strike it off one by one, by one, by one. And then you realize where you stand in the cycle of Swadharma. And once you realize that, work on it passionately. Work on it like your very breath. You realize that what you are doing now and what you will reach later is a great difference. Because as Lord Krishna says to Arjuna, finally, Uttret Atmana 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 Bhava Satyate. Oh Arjuna, it is only you who can lift yourself by yourself. And nobody else can do it for you. So likewise, only you can write your list to find out what your Swadharma is all about. To find out what your passion is all about. To find out how much you can go in your life. Because life is beautiful. And when you learn to live it with passion, the whole world opens up to you. People who said, you can't do it, will come and say, wow, how did you do it? And today my detractors stand and look at me as if I'm an alien, got some supernatural powers. That's because I realized what my Swadharma is all about. And today I'm growing in leaps and bounds, thanks to my mother support always. Because I found what my Swadharma is all about. So can you. So can each one of you here in this room find your Swadharma. Ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters and Toastmaster of the day, good evening.